Good morning, everyone. Good morning, and welcome to Your Word is Your Wand, the podcast that was created to create awareness of our words and how our words create our reality, and in a holy instant, how we can change anything simply by changing our words. And my name is Carrie Mushaw, and I'm your anxiety expert.
And my name is Andrea Alexander, and I am your anxiety expert. And you can see that we are in our morning glory beauty as both of us sit here. And one of the things that Carrie and I take great pride in is walking the walk that we talk about. And you may have seen through emails or on Facebook or other posts that we have this mantra and call it our great mantra. We share it with our clients, and it's called oops. And the reason that oops is so important is because when we make a mistake, we forget something accidentally, unconsciously, we will beat the living patootie out of ourselves being wrong, that things are going to go horribly, that people are no longer going to love us, that people are no longer going to respect us. And we put all of this energy, we get mad at ourselves, we have guilt, we have shame, we put all this on deck. And the truth is when we will slow down and be in the energy of oops, everyone else comes with us. I've had the experience of I was late for my meeting with Carrie this morning, and I said, "Oops, I'm never late," and it's okay.
And let's speak into what's happening here. What's
Yes.
happening here instead of the theory of oops and the belief on oops, but where we are. So where we are is that Andrea and I we go live on at 8:30, and sometimes we have pre-recordings that with guests that we put on here. And this morning we woke up and we're like, wait, we have our signal to do something completely different. And we're yet to know what it is. But we already spoke into something completely different. So was the recording ready to go? No. Nothing. We had nothing. And so then we're like, what is this? Well, we spoke into doing something completely new with the podcast. And we're yet to know what it is. So we're here showing up to show all of you guys we walk our walk, and here's our oops. We have our big oops. We have our new signal to do something different. We're yet to know what it is. So I'm showing up in my whoopee robe, and here I am to say this is the giant oops, yet to have a big plan, and it's okay. And we're willing to show up and say it's okay. And we give ourselves our oops, and we show up anyway. We show up anyway. It's funny that this came up because I put a post on Facebook showing how the soles of my shoes came off. Remember when I had that sole of the shoe that came off the bottom of my shoe when I was walking into network? And in the past, I'd have gotten in the car and gone home and like totally said no, like I'm out. Instead, I went back to the car, took the other sole off the shoe, and walked in what was now flats, from heels to flats. And what I got was the old me no longer existed. And so I just walked right out of that. That doesn't fit anymore. And I went ahead and went in anyway. And had a great time, met some great people. And what I'm aware of is that's what we're doing right now is we're just showing up anyway. So we're here to say we have a new signal and new stuff is coming, and we're yet to know what it is.
And so, ta-da!
Ta-da! Yes.
And it's where we get to give ourselves grace. We're in a creation, and what Carrie and I play in is that what we resist persists. And so when we give ourselves grace, we give ourselves room to create something completely new and different. And we're also aware that showing up and being who we are, authentic, no makeup. I did brush my teeth already.
I haven't.
I've gratefully had a cup of coffee.
I have to.
And it's where we meet ourselves and each other where we are, and it's beautiful, and there's always something glorious in everything that we do.
And
And
I
then we
love that you said grace. I love that you said grace because what I'm aware of is oops is grace, is giving ourselves grace. And grace is spiritually sponsored ease. Grace is spiritually sponsored ease. And I absolutely love that. I'm going to go ahead and put it in the in the bottom because I love that is spiritually sponsored
ease.
ease.
And it's actually a divine birthright to walk in grace. And so we encourage you, empower you to use your grace and your oops.
Your oops is your doorway to your grace. That's what I hear. Oops is the
Yeah.
doorway.
Yes, and we remember that we hear oops or I was late or whatever it is from others, and we give them grace, and yet to give it to ourselves. And so I empower you to remember that grace is for you and for others. And this oops.
Awesome. And Wednesday, hump day, here we go. And so remembering today for everyone, we just empower you to show up however you show up and make it all okay with your oops and remembering grace. And we continue to show up because we're in a movement of going first. And Andrea and I have an agreement to go first in language and creating our new lives. And this is how we do it. So we do it by grace.
Partnership, business, relationship, all kinds of things. We're choosing to go first.
Yes. And so today we just empower people to show up however you show up and give yourselves grace. The
Yes.
great power of oops. And I said that oops reminds me of everything I ever needed to know I learned in kindergarten.
Yes.
Because it's little kid stuff. It's little kid stuff that has epic power. And so in a holy instant, we can change everything from, oh my gosh, I totally forgot. What am I going to do? Because Andrea and I flailed in that this morning, especially me. I was like, what in the world? I was like, like rubbing my face. What will we do? We will own where we are with oops and grace, and we show up anyway. So to everyone, yes, in this movement, have a great day, and we empower you today to remember to show up anyway. And if you're having trouble showing up, ask yourself what's in the way. Have you given yourself your oops today?
Oh,
all right.
awesome.
That should be an easy pill to swallow, as we say. The big oops of grace. Being able to give ourselves grace. Thanks so much, guys. And
gals.
And yes, canceled. Thank you so much. Thank you to guys and gals, to everyone who is listening and remembering your oops today. And we are in Body Coaches. You can find us on embodycoaches.com to find out what's happening next, because we're in the middle of a relationship class right now. And what's coming up next is we have retreat coming in May. And there'll be another class. So stay tuned as we're birthing something new. And it may begin with grace.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome.
Blessings.
Blessings. Thank you so much.